tonight that no one wants to ever follow up Lindsay in anything. So this is what it is. But as many of you have probably learned the last couple of days, Logan and I met in China. So although our relationship is pretty recent, we have become the best of friends, and I'm super grateful. And how that all got started is we initially met in an airport in Los Angeles on our way to a year's adventure in China. And I immediately knew upon his wandering around, actually being social and meeting everybody while I sat quietly apart, was that this kid was going to be my friend. And what initially brought us together, as those of you who know Logan's palate well, is our love of spicy food. And so for those who have been or know anything about Hunan province in China, it has the spiciest food in China, which means it has the best food in China. So one night, we were out with our World Teach friends, imbibing in some beverages, when we decided that we should definitely get street food, and for whatever reason, all the street vendors that specific night decided to disappear. And so we ended up in this restaurant, and Logan and I don't speak Mandarin at all. We have 5 words combined between the two of us still. And one of the words we had asked about in our Chinese class was, how do you say spicy? And she told us it was la, maybe. La, 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 la. And so this was there's 5 tones. And so we went into this restaurant and we're like, okay, we want spicy food. So we're just going to repeat la repeatedly, hoping this poor old lady will understand what we're saying. So we're just like, la, 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 just as our teacher had told us. Turns out if you have one syllable in Chinese, it means nothing. You have to always combine it with something else. But anyway, so we just pointed to something on the menu. We were like, la, 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 la. And it turns out it was steamed cucumbers. So, bit of a disappointment. But nonetheless, we ate that, and it solidified our friendship. And so I was actually in a part of Hunan that was a bit far away from other folks. I was the only foreigner in my town. And if you've ever seen a firework, it was probably from Dayao, where I live. Fun fact of the night. And so I used to travel to Changsha once a month just to hang out. I used to travel about once a week to hang out with Logan, and that's where the second kind of pillar in our relationship was formed. It's the other fun fact about Logan that you probably all know is that he is super passionate about politics, as am I. And so we would save up watching Stephen Colbert and The Daily Show for a week. We would both deprive ourselves for 5 entire days just so that we could marathon it on a Saturday. And we'd make it through 2-3 minutes of the episode before we'd pause it for 45 minutes to yell at the computer, whatever we happened to be doing in that moment. And so we became super good friends. We'd buy goldfish sometimes, our U.S. American treats. But it was really during these times that I actually met Britt. At that time, they were kind of dating. They were like, oh, we're not together, except they were totally together. And he would be like, yeah, but then he'd talk about her and he'd show me all the pictures of the dogs and talk about how much he missed them. And then on Sunday mornings, when he would sleep on the floor in the other room and let me take his bed in the other room, which was way too nice of him, I would come out every morning and he'd always be talking with Britt, no matter what. So I'd be like, okay, I'm gonna go get some noodles later. And they'd be just wrapping up as I got back. And so actually about a month after we got back from China, I was driving across the country from Indiana to Arizona and got to stop in Colorado Springs to meet Britt in person. And she was just, as you all know, maybe some different conversations, but for me, just the kindest, sweetest, most but really, she was so, I was so nervous about meeting her, because I was like, this girl was so polite. She just let me hang out with her guy all year long. He was my support system. We wouldn't have made it without each other. And she was just oh my God, it's so great to meet you, and I have felt like you were a friend ever since. And she suggested my camera, which I love, on hikes, and they are coming to Peru to visit me next year. Dan Ruthan.
Been committed.
So Britt is ready for her experiences and the barriadas, the kind of poor areas of Lima. And it's gonna be great. So I just want to thank you both for being in my life, and you are so awesome. And I haven't cried that much at a wedding ever. So, so I will propose another toast to Britt and Logan. Thank you for everything.